In this video, we're going to show you the ancient practice of tapestry art in India. Definitely different than you've ever seen before.
Amazing.
Find artwork on Go Travel on the Cheap. Hey you guys! Thanks for joining us on another journey. Today, we're in India, Agra. If you're new to the channel, this is April, and I'm Wayne. We do a video every Thursday, so hit that subscribe button and smash that bell. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey.
What you see here, it's all done by the hand. It's from the times of Mughals when they were doing this work. About 400 years back, that time the work was done with gold and silver. They were not using metallic thread, but nowadays we are not using that because it's too expensive to work on that. So this kind of a metallic wires, what you see here, all by handmade, very fine work which we are doing. This takes about 20 to 25 days to complete this work. Beneath this, all the cotton thread he is using to lift it up, like for the 3 dimension. Then you work on the different colors of wires for that. This is how we start doing this work. We draw it on a butter paper, we prick it with the pin, then we put it on a cloth, then we use chalk and kerosene to give the impression to it. Then the impression comes like that. Then we start working on that. So that's why it takes time and it becomes like that.
This one's almost finished then.
Still have work to do because the border has to be covered with the threads like this.
Oh yeah. So it still has a lot of work.
And we have to put the stones here. We'll use semi-precious stones over here. These are all the semi-precious stones which will be used, the beads and smaller ones even here. This is one of the piece which is, we have made it here. It's the same kind, there is no padding, just layer upon threads to lift it up.
Layer upon layer.
It's also that like about 15 to 20 days of work. This is a clutch back which we are making. This is a little bit slower work than that. This is the embroidery done with a hand only. It's a little bit harder wire for the outlines we use it.
Okay.
Can even stretch it. Inside we'll put the threads and it will be studded with stone in the center. It's a small piece which takes about a week to complete, which is done on silk. It's a very fine needle which we are using for this work.
There you go, April. You got a new profession.
Whoa.
Yeah, new profession.
And then
You got to go back under.
So the both hand can work up and down.
Oh, thank you.
And over here we are making one order piece. Congratulations on the glorious 25 years of masonry razor.
What does that mean?
It's somebody's slogans we are making for the invitation and all that. This is all written by the one which I showed you. Softest one, like these ones. Even he is making the border with the...
Oh, and as he stretches it,
Yeah.
it gives it a different texture. Oh, interesting.
So this is all done by the hand over here. And this is basically a dyeing art which we are keeping it alive. And over there, there's one of the piece also here. You can see.
Back in the day, these would have been in royalty houses.
Yeah, royal, for the walls and all that, it was displayed there. I started doing this work on the leather. We are the first ones to start the leather work. You can see the details and the semi-precious stones are there.
Yeah.
Like the labradorite onyx on that side, with the lapis. We have some beautiful collections over here. This place is since 1845. So in that period, we have a pleasure of visiting royal peoples. And we have their own handwritten autograph signed book when they visit it over here. I like to share that with you over there. This is the first one. The Grand Duke Alexander was here, 1891. The King and the Queen of Belgium, 1925 they were here. King George, Queen Mary was here, 1927. Even they bought the things of 218 pounds. And they even mentioned the thing what they bought from this place. Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. Farouk of Egypt was here in 1939.
Wow.
Late Elizabeth now.
Yes.
1961 she was here.
How many craftsmen do you have that work?
At present we are having a 60 to 65 craftsmen. We can't make everybody sit over here, so we have made a little bit 3-4 people to show the work. The rest are doing from their home. And I'd like to show you the beautiful exquisite piece of art.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
So this is the labor of 5.5 years for a man to do.
It actually looks like it's three-dimensional.
Yeah, it's three-dimensional, which is for the relief embroidery, which is having no padding, just layer upon threads to give you the three-dimensional. The beauty is that if you see the water in the channel,
Yeah.
it pushes around. If you walk anywhere in this room, that will follow you. You will feel the same effect from everywhere if you walk around.
So this was done the same way as we were
Same
looking
way,
at
yeah.
the embroidery.
Yeah.
It just took them 5 years to do this.
And the bushes, what you see, it's also the same technique. And the finishing is done by the silk thread. For the colors and shade, they used to take out the fibers from the thread, retwine them and blend them. They never use oil paints or watercolors. Even you can see the borders.
Oh,
It's studded with stone with moonstone, ruby, tigerite, tourmalines, topaz, onyx, all the precious and semi-precious stones you will find in that.
What year was this made?
It's a 69 years old piece.
69 years old. Looks brand new. What's the name of the store?
Ganeshi Lall Emporium.
I love the colors.
The colors are amazing. The depth of, if you look at the side, that might
This is
give you
3.5 years for a man to do.
3.5 years. I just can't even imagine working on a piece of art for 3.5 years.
Yeah, why it takes time? Because he is not working on a same piece every
Yeah,
day.
sure.
He has to make the other pieces also. That's why it takes time to
Sure.
do.
Right.
But he just keeps layering and layering
Yeah,
and
layering,
layering to
layering.
make everything as
Yeah.
big as it is.
As per the design, as you have to do that. You cannot do it more or less. This is a replica of a peacock throne which is 170 years old, and it's studded with 32 thousands of a stone with precious and semi-precious stones. And it was displayed in various parts of our countries even also. It was displayed in Frankfurt over here in 1975,
Huh.
in Adelaide in 1972.
In 1972, it was worth $1 million.
Yeah, that was displayed in Myers that time. That's a year and a half to complete.
With the red. Ooh, look at this blue one.
Oh, the blue one is nice.
That's a monochrome colors.
It almost looks like an
I like
ocean,
that.
like you want to dive into it.
Like a swimming pool. or
Yeah.
Even the price was also, they are not expensive because hand labor is not expensive. Every piece is different to each other.
something. Yeah.
You
yeah.
won't find a symmetrical piece.
I like that. Unique,
And we never replicate the same piece.
individual.
Individual pieces we are making.
Do you export these?
Yeah, we do.
You do?
Yeah. When the people comes here, we send that.
Sure.
We are not on the website. Because what in front you can see, you cannot see on the website.
What a piece like, let's say, this cost?
It's about 1,500 US.
That's it?
Yeah.
But for this work and
Yeah.
for how long it takes to make it, that's
like,
nothing.
5 to 6 months for one
One person.
person to for a small piece like that, and you're having a precious and semi-precious stones in that.
Wow.
If you only buy the stones, you pay much more for that.
Right.
That's
How
the
can
thing.
you afford to sell it?
Because the thing is that in jewelry we are putting a high quality of stones, and these are the little low quality of stones.
Sure.
So that's why we are so, and we bring the rocks from the auction, we cut it and all polish over here. So that's why the prices goes
Oh,
down.
okay, so you do the full process. I'm a dog
I'm a
person.
dog lover, so
Golden Retriever.
yes. I always wanted a golden retriever. So
You will be the only one person to have that.
wow.
Look at the peacock. Oh my goodness.
This is the labor of a year and a half to make a one person to do that. From shading,
Wow, look at the detail.
that's the actual shading of a peacock.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You must have seen the Indian peacocks.
Yes.
Yes.
They are like that only.
I was chasing one this morning.
Yeah.
trying to get him on film.
Even you have a white peacocks there. It's not imagination, just it's called albino peacocks.
Oh, an elephant. Wow.
So amazing.
I mean, you can see the border, which
Oh yeah.
goes very well with that.
Yes, it does.
You see that? Jaguar
Yeah.
at the center. Year and a half to make for a man.
But I'm a sucker for tigers.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we'll see the tiger. We're going on a safari in Ranthambore.
Okay, Ranthambore.
Yeah.
Keep your finger crossed.
Look at that! We saw a tiger in the wild. Oh my God, that is so amazing. He's such a badass.
The beauty is that if you see the eyes of it, if you walk anywhere, it will follow you. You feel the following eyes.
Oh, you do?
Always stare at you,
Yeah.
never ask you for the food. Never run away.
But honestly, if you don't see somebody making it, you wouldn't
So
understand.
that's why we want to show the work first,
Yeah.
then we bring them up.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense. What's the actual name of the art?
Embroidery.
It's just embroidery.
Embroidery, or in other word you can say it's Zardozi.
Zardozi.
Yeah. That's the actual word. It's from the Muslim work. It's called as Zardozi. Most of all the beautiful ones, like these are the ones which we are making in small pieces.
And they do all this edgy.
All the edges and all that in different colors.
Wow. How much is that?
This is less than your treatment.
Less than your trip?
Yeah.
I don't think
know
so.
at
Our
this
trip's
point.
gotten really
This
expensive.
is 125.
Oh wow. Yeah, I really like that.
It's the same kind what you saw down.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wow. I still like
Oh.
the peacocks. The peacocks are way cool.
Butterfly.
We want to thank you guys for watching our video all the way to the end. If you would, hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and like always, thank you for living lives.